Hi Year Nines, hope you're well. I thought I'd put together this little video for you. Obviously I've put your PPE instructions on Show My Homework, but I also thought that it would help you if I spoke to you face to face as well. You may be wondering why I'm in this beautiful foliage here, and we've got a few little random bits and bobs. I just put together my own little still life. For your PPE, you are going to have to complete a 4-hour observational drawing. Now, we all know what an observational drawing is. It is not from a photo. It is not from the internet. It is where you draw something that's in front of you. So you're going to set up a still life and you are going to draw it from observation. It will take you 4 hours. If you want to spend a little bit longer on it, that's absolutely fine. And I don't mind that if you, I don't know, do a couple of hours one day, a couple of hours another day, that's absolutely fine. What I wouldn't do though is lots of half an hours or the hour here or the hour there. Maybe I think in a perfect world, if you can do it, lots of 2 hours. If you think about it, for your real GCSE exam, you have to sit a 10-hour exam. So try to get yourself into training. So you are going to have to set up a still life. Let's see if this works. So there's my little still life. I've got some weird little things in there. You know me, I love a little weird thing. I've got some shiny objects. Oh, that's got my double chin in there. I don't want that. And I've got a bit of foliage and I've got different textures. And I have got bits and bobs, that, I think are quite cute. So make it personal. Don't draw objects which are flat, such as a mobile phone. Don't draw things which are really sort of matte, like a matte black object, like a games controller, because that won't have any detail in it. Draw items which are shiny, have a range of different textures. Draw objects as well which have different surface textures in them, and have lots of detail. If you go for easy objects to draw, your picture won't look good, okay? So set up a still life. Another thing is as well, I think that's wobbling. Another thing is as well, try to have a range of different heights. Don't just have a small collection of little things all at one level. Try to you get a few books and you stack them up, or you get a little pot and you cover it with like a pillowcase so it looks like a nice bit of cloth, stack some bits around it. Once you have your still life, is it going to stay there? Will your mum and dad mind if it's on the kitchen table for 3 days? So think about where you set it up. Do you want to set it up on a tray, a little, I don't know, have you got a plank of wood or a little board somewhere? Or you could even set it up in your bedroom, maybe in the corner of your room so nobody touches it. It's completely up to you, but think about that. Think about where you're doing it as well. Because also, when you are drawing, you've got to be so engrossed in what you're doing. You don't want to be disrupted. So actually doing it in the main place where everybody else is that really a good idea? So what am I drawing? How is it challenging me? And please make sure you challenge yourself, because like I say, if you choose easy objects, it won't be as good. And where am I going to draw it? Okay, so once you've got that set up and sorted out, how are we going to go about doing it? What materials? Well, you are going to use just regular tonal pencil, not colouring pencil, not mixed media, just normal pencil. Perfect World, a 2B pencil, but any pencil that you can shade with, and A3. A3 is your sketchbook size. I'm hoping that you've all got your sketchbooks on you, so make sure the composition of the piece is really big, bold, takes up the whole page. I would rather things go off of the page than they be really small and tight and too small. So composition is really important. What else will I be looking for? I'll be looking at, like I said, your different surface textures, how good your quality of your shading is. So is it neat? Is it gradual? Have you got different surface textures? I don't want to see, please, smudging with fingers. I just don't like it. You know what I call it, lazy shading. So try really hard not to smudge with your finger. let your pencil do the talking. And also what's so important, and what's one of the major things that will get your work sort of graded well, is tone. You've got to have a range of light and dark. You may have the best drawing, but if you don't have that light and dark range of tone, you won't get a decent grade. Okay? Another big tip, no rubbers. Now, I'm not there to throw that rubber out the school window, but you know I would if I saw you using a rubber. The only time I want you to use a rubber, please, is right at the end of your work. Maybe you want to use it as a little highlighter. Maybe, so if I was drawing this sort of shiny bit of this glass, I would use a rubber to mark out some of the shiny bits. But that is it. I want to see your wrong lines. I want to see your little fluffy sketching outlines. I don't want to see heavy outlines, okay? So don't rely on a rubber. No stop starting. That's really important. Just go for it. Mark it out loosely. Think about all those times when we've sketched things out in the classroom and I've done demos and I've spoken to you about how you're supposed to look at an object and how your head stays the same, doesn't move around. You're not drawing like that and then looking up. Your head stays in the same place and you just look up, your eyes are the things that just look to and fro to your page. Okay, really important, because if you get engrossed with what's on your paper, you're not using your observational skills, and actually it's your observational skills that's going to get you a good grade. Okay, so remember, use your pencil loose, sketch out. Think about those times that we've done demos and you will produce wrong lines, but look at where things are in height relation. Look at the negative space, really important as well. Do you remember I've spoken lots before about negative space? So maybe instead of drawing this part of the dome, draw the background. You'll notice we haven't got lots of gaps in between my objects, so don't draw them, okay? So composition, range of tone, quality of shading and level of detail is what I'm looking for. At least 4 hours. Remember, I know you and I know that you can produce some fantastic work. Enjoy this, okay? And don't forget to take a photo and submit it. That's really, really important. And then I can give you some feedback, okay? So enjoy it, put your heart and soul into it. Any problems, message me on Show My Homework, or any issues with sending the work over, send me another message on Show My Homework. Please don't stick your head in the sand and not message me, okay? Good luck, guys. Can't wait to see your work. Hope that you're all doing well. I really miss you guys a lot, and I hope that you're doing some nice work at home with all this free time. Good luck. Bye.